Building a marriage takes the right material, but these are not materials that can be purchased in a store. These materials have to be matured and cultivated on the inside. The Marriage Material Podcast Show was created to help listeners grow and mature in areas that are important to building and maintaining a healthy marriage and relationships. You are listening to the Marriage Material Podcast Show, and here's your host, Pastor Darius Good.
So I was recently on YouTube and I saw an interview with the recording artist Bow Wow. He's both a music recording artist, a rapper, as well as an actor. He's been in several movies, but he was discussing relationships. And he talked about how he prefers women that are not a part of the industry. He said that in his experience, he prefers what he refers to as a regular woman. And he described how these women don't have the same experiences as women in the industry. So he gives several examples. He talks about taking them to eat at certain restaurants, which would be very high-end restaurants. He talks about shopping at certain stores or purchasing certain items or even vacations. So he mentioned one girl that he was dating had never been to Vegas. So he takes her to Vegas where she can enjoy an experience for the first time, and how he enjoys watching this woman have her first experience on this level. So now the more I thought about it, he's really describing status. The fact that these women are not around men of certain status, and his money affords him the ability to have certain events or take you to certain places that you otherwise would not gain access to. As I'm hearing this, all I see are red flags. If you're building relationships on this sort of mindset, and we're going to get a little deeper into the thinking behind this. If you're building relationships on this sort of mindset, it's very fragile. You're building a very fragile infrastructure. So in the conversation, Bow Wow was pretty much saying that he prefers women who haven't experienced much. And this is because he enjoys introducing them to new things. Now, here's the problem with this. You're building a relationship on moments, not structure. Let me say this again. You're building relationships on moments and not structure. When I think of this concept, I see a map with like different cities, like you're traveling from one destination to the other with all these cities in between, and you're dropping the red pin from one location to the next. And you can go back and now you remember, hey, in this place we did this, and then the next week we did this, and then the next month we went and did this. And so all these are moments that you're stringing together and you're calling this a relationship, but it's extremely fragile. It's very surface. Moments don't hold weight when life gets heavy, when there's a storm, when there's a conflict. The moments does not hold the relationship together. A relationship is not a collection of first experiences. It's not about dropping pins on a map and revisiting memories. Because when the real pressure builds up, when the real storm comes, memories don't stabilize a relationship, only structure does. Only structure will survive a storm or an attack against a relationship. And every relationship is going to experience both a storm and attacks. So there are structures that need to be in place. When you think of a building, the good buildings are built not only on strategic locations. You don't want to build a building on a fault line. It has the potential of, earthquakes and different things. And so the location of the building, the structure of the building, if you're going to be building high, it probably needs a solid foundation. And this is what we're not building in our relationships, is solid foundations. So as we're putting the structure of a relationship together, whether it's dating, whether you're engaged, whether you're married, the structure is critical because that's what stabilizes the relationship. So what actually sustains a relationship is the infrastructure. And the infrastructure has to be built on pillars. Can't be built on feelings, cannot be built on experiences. It really needs to be built on pillars. So I'm gonna give you a list of pillars that I just kind of jotted down that are critical in the building process of a relationship and also in maintaining, especially if you're married. These are pillars that need to be maintained in the relationship. And it's not in a particular order, so I'll just run them down as I jotted the list, as I put the list together. So, number one, I have trust, honor, respect, honest communication, understanding, fidelity, integrity, intimacy, resilience, consistency, constancy, support, shared values and vision, conflict resolution, clear deal breakers. And I may add more to this list eventually. But if you're not working on any of these areas when you guys are spending time together with a romantic interest or your spouse, then your relationship is not built on strong infrastructure. Storms are not optional. They're not. The world shows us, nature shows us storms are going to come, and there's different types of storms. All storms are not the same. Attacks come because we live in a world with people. And so your marriage, your relationship will be challenged. Things will be said, whether true or not true. Things will be done. And if these structures, or pillars, I should say, if the pillars are not in place, now there's a wavering that takes place. There's some uncertainty. There's some things we got to make clear. We need clear understanding. But I thought understanding should be what you guys were working on the entire time. And that goes back to open and honest communication and some of the other things that we have on this list here. So storms are guaranteed to come. And when storms come, a relationship built on experience alone, they start to ask, remember when things felt good? Right. You're going back to moments. You guys are stringing moments together. You're not building relationship. You're just having shallow experiences of eating at places and buying things that have no value. It adds nothing to the relationship. I'm not saying that you cut those experiences out. They are important. But I'm saying what's more important is building pillars that your relationship is going to need to rest upon in order for your relationship to be strong and healthy. A relationship built on pillars would say we know how to stand when things get difficult. We know what to do. We've discussed this. We've seen this before, especially when there's integrity involved. When people are honest, and I'm reading a lot of relationships where the men and the women, they're just not honest. They're very dishonest. And so these are things I feel should be picked up on while dating. If you see a history of a person that's dishonest, you don't want to be married to them because eventually they'll be dishonest with you as well. So character is critical. Integrity is critical if you're going to be married to a person. And when you see these things while dating, these are massive red flags that you need to be concerned about. So there is a difference between something that is exciting and something that is actually lasting. Let me say it again. There's a massive difference between something that's exciting and something that actually lasts. You want to build and take these moments, even if you're going out to eat, great, but take those moments to build something that's going to last, as opposed to having a moment of excitement. That's not what we're shooting for. We're shooting for strong, healthy relationships. That's all we have for today. Visit the website, IamMarriageMaterial.com. We have a brand new book that is coming out, and we're going to explore these marriage pillars that we believe are very critical and essential in having a strong, healthy, fulfilling marriage. Visit the website today. Join us again next time. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast show. Share, like. Until next time, be blessed.
You have been listening to the Marriage Material Podcast Show with your host, Darius Good. This was a Good Treasure Ministries production. Darius is a senior pastor of Bible Gospel Center and the author of the book Soul Ties. To learn more about this book and other books written by Darius, or to listen to other episodes, visit our website today at dariusgood.com. Please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast show. And until the next time, be blessed.